Hello everyone, welcome back to part 3 and the conclusion of this replay. Lothar and myself, and me here, just trying to, almost like a Mexican standoff, and trying to figure out how to really push into that base. That positioning is just so strong for Lothar, able to really take down that Zergling so quickly. I do in fact have, let's see, the Zerglings do have that, no, now getting that crackling upgrade. Perhaps those crackling upgrades will be able to take down those stores. Those stores do in fact have only 1 armor, and so I'm thinking, okay, perhaps the Thors with 1 armor, I will be able to take them down. Starports now being produced, battle cruisers now being built up by Lothar. So Lothar trying to build up those battle cruisers, and that is not something that I'm quite ready for. I think even if I spawned infested Terran, that would have been a smart idea. Drones now moving out, trying to go ahead and take down this positioning over here. Zergling trying to test this front door. This front door taking a lot of damage from that single Zergling. This single Zergling dealing so much damage to try to take that down. That Zergling still able to stick around a little bit longer before it gets taken down. I wanted to see what the defense was over here. I want to try to break these down over here. No siege tanks on this high ground. So with no siege tanks, I probably could have gone brood lords or just done a number of different things, but you got to remember my economy is pretty much gone at this stage in the game. Taking a look at the drone count and the income count, both of us sitting on 32 harvesters, none of us really getting a true macro advantage. Reapers now once again trying to move around that map, trying to scout out any additional expansions by using all of these units. So Lothar just massing up in his base, not making any real critical mistakes at this stage in the game. So those Reapers now moving out, going to be able to come across this natural expansion, and that's going to really force my hand. So Reapers still moving around, trying to figure out what exactly they can do. Doesn't want to run into my main base. I forget that Reapers can even jump the cliffs. I was able to spot them with a couple of those overlords, and then here comes that hatchery. Hatchery going to get taken down. I was hoping to be able to start building a Nidus network and then start transferring these units all over the place. I do in fact also get Ultralisk. And get that additional that plating upgrade that gives them 2 additional armor against those units. Reapers now trying to come in. Reapers are going to be able to just take down this hatchery, as I realize that this army will not be able to get there back in time. Perhaps those Mutalisks would have been enough to finish that Reaper army off. Now Zerglings, what, 3 control groups, or more than 2 control groups of Zerglings just being swarmed over here. And these Zerglings now, seeing it with those 1-0 upgrades, going to go ahead and try to take down these buildings, and able to just swarm through, trying to attack these buildings, getting taken down. So these buildings going to go down very quickly, so I can in fact push into this position. Now, unfortunately, because I forget Infernal Parasite, I do not try to mind or neuroparasite these Thors. And as soon as I don't mind neuroparasite these Thors, that's just going to be GG for me, as I'm losing all of these units. Those Thors dealing so much damage towards the rest of my army. I do in fact have a couple Ultralisks in here as well, trying to take down some of these buildings. And this is so annoying. Hydralisk trying to shoot back, trying to take down these buildings as well. Ultralisk trying to take down this command center. Command center going to get taken down, and I'm able to just destroy the rest of this army. But as you can take a look at these units over here, these stores are really unable to get up that ramp. So he's really going to be able to win from this particular fight, as my Ultralisks are trying to head up that ramp and getting toasted down by those battle cruisers. One Thor trying to take these down, another Thor just coming in single file, for some reason not really taking down these Thors. And so all of this getting taken down. Zerglings trying to come up, and that's going to be GG as I lose the rest of my army. So a little bit of a misplay. I got really impatient as I was just really frustrated with what to do at this stage. And could have neuroparasited the Thors. The Thors would have just simply destroyed the Marines, and then perhaps those Hydralisks would have been enough to really counteract these battle cruisers. Battle cruisers would not have been dealing as much damage towards my other units, or these Ultralisks anyways, as the Ultralisks only have a base armor of 1. I would think they had a higher base armor. They do in fact have a large amount of hit points though. So those Ultralisks dealing 65 damage against structures. And Ultralisk also not moving very quickly, only moves very quickly on that creep. I guess I didn't get the additional upgrades, didn't read about these additional upgrades on the Thor, so that was a little bit of my mistake here. Coming back into that main base, still 2 Thors sitting over here. That Thor able to deal so much damage towards that single Ultralisk. So that Ultralisk speed, I think the Ultralisk speed needs to be upgraded even when they're not upgraded. Drone's now trying to run back away, and Lothar says, or I say GG, Lothar says GG. And I kind of hold my head in shame as I realize I just let this game go away. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. That replay was fairly difficult for me to watch, as I knew I made so many mistakes. But I can't always show you replays where I win, because what's the point in that, and what's the excitement of that? All right, thank you everyone for having me, listening to me, and thank you for the 5,000 plus subscribers that have already subscribed. And I was planning on trying to figure out something special to do for the 5,000 subscribers, but I haven't really figured anything out yet. And once again, thanks for watching and thanks for listening.